Alright, what is going on, my dude? So, not too long ago, I put out my sensational synergies video on Punisher 2099. And one of the main synergies in that video was with this guy right over... I've been doing that so much lately where I just can't find it. Right over here, right? With Cap Infinity. Now, before we go any further, I think it's very important to point out something here. This synergy says unique synergy. Does not stack with duplicate synergies, right? So, of course, in theory, something like this shouldn't really work. Or, does it mean that you can't stack Cap Infinity War, Cap World War II, and OG on the exact same team? Because what happens when you do this is you start immediately in overdrive. So if you're doing an Act 6 or Act 7 path, or let's say you're in Alliance War and you have to like do, I don't know, Vivified, or if you have to do, I don't know, something else, right? You could essentially start in overdrive without having to wait in the beginning, when you have to wait like 1 or 2 cycles with the Cap Infinity War synergy. But what would happen if we tried to stack this 4 times? Well, if we go into the fight here with Winter Soldier here with 1, 2, 3, 4 Punisher 2099s and 1 Captain America Infinity War, well, we're going to go into the fight, we're going to run out, and we're going to start with 160 battery. A little bit more, 164, I believe it was. So that is certainly interesting. Now, like I said, I don't know if this is intended, I don't know if this is supposed to be happening, but right now we're at 125, which is pretty much more than you'll ever get to in general by just using Punisher on his own. Now we can go for the special 2 here and get the armor break, and from here on out, we can essentially keep it going, keep the battery up, spamming special 1s. We can even go for another special 2, but just the 1 armor break really is more than enough when it comes to damage, and as you can see, 60 hits in, just about. That's when Winter Soldier gets to his first special 1. So obviously this is a pretty darn strong synergy team, you know, without running collar tech. You know, you're gonna have to bait some specials. And keep in mind, you know, in my Punisher video, the whole thing was about Mr. Fantastic and his suppression debuff, right? So what you can do here really is you can run Punisher, Mr. Fantastic, Cap Infinity War, and then 2 other Punishers, and you'll still start with like, what, 140 battery, something like that, which is pretty darn OP if you're doing a side quest and you happen to really enjoy, come on, just die, and you happen to really enjoy Punisher 2099, right? There we go. So, I don't know if I'm gonna like do any more content with this, right? I just wanted to show that, listen, first of all, I don't know if this is supposed to be happening. It says unique synergy, it says does not stack with duplicate synergies. It's pretty darn OP, man, depending on the situation, especially if you do run collar tech. For example, a better team, I think, would be this. Something like this here seems like a really solid team for real. 2 Punishers who, by the way, would both be useful if they're both ranked for you. CGR, Cap Infinity War, and Mr. Fantastic. So at this point, you can essentially start the fight in overdrive, alright? You have that Fury on the heavy attack, and also you have the suppression down here that's going to essentially give you that collar tech, right? That pseudo collar tech. And as you can see, we're starting in overdrive at 112, right? And check out Winter Soldier's power. If you haven't seen, you know, my sensational synergies video or whatever, go check it out. It's pretty cool and everything, right? As you can see, man, pretty darn good. And now we can go for the armor break here. There we go. And we could start, you know, chaining these, missed it. But you can start chaining the special 1s. and the battery keeps up, right? And you can even swap out CGR for another Punisher, and you can have like 130 battery. So like I said, I'm not going to do too much content here. I just wanted to show off this pretty cool interaction. And like I said, is it supposed to be happening? I don't know. I do not know. You know, somebody pointed it out in the comments of the Punisher video, and I think I remember doing this a very, very long time ago, like well over a year ago. And at the end of the day, it's a little impractical to bring along multiple Punishers, right? So I don't think it's super OP, because, you know, you're not going to roll into like a quest with 4 Punisher 2099s, and if you do, you know, you can't do it above Act 6, so who really cares, right? I don't feel like it's like a pressing, overpowered thing. And you're not really going to bring 2 Punishers to war or AQ or whatever, right? And if you do, more power to you. So I think this is like a weird, fun interaction that I feel like isn't supposed to be happening, but it is happening. And if you're a big Punisher fan, maybe check it out. It could be interesting for you if you like running this guy in like Have EQ or side quests. This could, you know, 4 Punishers and Cap Infinity War could actually possibly be a potential team for you to try out just for like some fun stuff. So give it a look if you want. But anyway, my dudes, that's it for this quick little Punisher video. If you enjoyed it, drop your boy a big ol' like, comment what you think about this pretty crazy team in the comment section below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos just like this coming to you in the future. I'll be seeing you around.